the heart of Louisiana lies a swamp, so vast and dense that few dare to venture into its murky depths. The locals say that the swamp is cursed, that it's haunted by the spirits of those who lost their lives in the treacherous waters. But to outsiders, it's just a swamp, a place to be avoided at all costs. One summer evening, a group of teenagers from the nearby town decided to explore the swamp to see if the legends were true. They piled into a small boat and set off into the darkness, armed with flashlights and a sense of adventure. At first, the swamp was quiet, the only sounds the hum of insects and the splash of their oars. But soon, they heard something else. A low, mournful howl that seemed to come from deep within the swamp. One of the boys laughed nervously. "Just a dog, probably," he said. But the others weren't so sure. They knew that the swamp was home to creatures far more dangerous than any dog. As they paddled deeper into the swamp, the howling grew louder. And then, suddenly, it stopped. The swamp fell silent, and the air grew thick with an oppressive, foreboding atmosphere. That's when they saw a figure emerging from the mists, a woman with long, tangled hair and ragged clothes. She stood in the middle of the swamp, her eyes fixed on the boat. The teenagers froze, unsure of what to do. But then, the woman began to wail, a heart-rending cry that echoed through the swamp. And that's when they heard the splashing. Something was moving in the water, something big. The boat rocked as if it had been hit by a wave, and the teenagers realized with horror that they were not alone in the swamp. Out of the darkness came a mass of writhing, slithering shapes, water monsters with gaping jaws and wriggling tentacles. They surged towards the boat, their eyes glowing with a sinister light. The teenagers screamed and paddled frantically, but it was no use. The monsters were upon them, tearing the boat to shreds and dragging them down into the swamp's murky depths. None of them ever made it back to town. The swamp had claimed another group of victims, swallowed up by its dark and unforgiving waters. And to this day, the legend of the swamp still haunts the town, a warning to all who dare to tread too close to its murky depths.